Hello, this is Teresa from Healthy Teresa Z. Thanks for joining me today. I wanted to share with you guys my personal health and fitness journey story. So I like to call my health and fitness story Fit to Fat to Healthy. So fit, fat, healthy. The fit comes in where I start my journey many years ago. I was a very avid fitness fanatic. So I would go to the gym 6, sometimes 7 days a week, and I'd work out 2 hours a day. I did 60 minutes of cardio, followed by 60 minutes of strength weightlift training. And so from there, I had a stellar, tight, toned body. I didn't necessarily have a reason for doing this. Not the best reason, I'd say. It's not like I was competing, wasn't an athlete or anything like that. Actually, when I stopped, and I'll talk about that, why I stopped. When I stopped, I was at that point where it was either I start bodybuilding, competing, or I start a sport or something. Like there really needed to be a reason for me to continue at that high level. Again, I didn't have a reason, and I really didn't recognize what sort of standard I was living or holding myself to. So that was my fit. My fat started because I got sick and I had a back injury, and the two together, I had no energy to keep up with that routine. I had no energy, and not only that, with my back injury, there was a period there where I couldn't walk, I couldn't stand upright. So to go to the gym, that wasn't going to happen. So between the sickness and the back injury, and then on top of that, I started a medication that causes weight gain. So I gained 40 pounds, and I gained it really, really fast. I'm not going to blame the weight gain totally on my illness or injury. I'm not going to. Again, I go back to that reason. Why was I living at such a high level or standard? And I truly do not think I had the right reasons or understood, again, what exactly it was I was doing. So from there, when it came time to go through this illness or injury, for me to say, it was very difficult to stop that habit because I did it for so long and I was very diligent, and it was uncomfortable for me not to keep up that habit. But to say I have no energy, I just don't have it in me, it was very easy for me to listen or let those excuses rule my mentality, because I didn't really have any power backing up that other voice saying, no, you need to go. So 40 pounds, that's my fat. Then I get to my healthy, which is my new path, my new journey that I've been on since I had my daughter. And I really do credit my daughter to some degree. I guess she is a good enough reason for me, or the reason that I needed to back up this next part of my fitness and health journey. So when I had my daughter, I'm writing in her scrapbook, her baby book, and I was writing the top 10 things I wanted for her in her life. And number 1 was, I want you to be a strong and confident woman. So I wrote that down, and then I kind of said, well, how am I going to teach you to be a strong, confident woman if that's not who I am? And I kind of said, okay, that's, yeah. How do I achieve that for myself so then I can lead by or teach by example, I guess is the best way to put it. A- and then it kind of went from there. I started thinking, okay, what am I going to do? And I needed to get myself healthy. I needed to get not just healthy physically, healthy mentally and spiritually as well. There needed to be a true transformation for me to get to where I could be that example for her. So that's what I'm working on today. And it truly did start with my 21 days fix journey that started so she was 3 months old when I started my first round of the 21-day fix. And I was very skeptical of the program, having tried other weight loss supposed solutions in the past. And, also coming from a very avid fitness background, it was hard for me to kind of say, you know what, I can't go back to that lifestyle. I don't think that what I was doing was truly healthy for me. Maybe for someone else, or maybe someone who was competing, bodybuilding, weightlifting, weight training, maybe for them that was healthy, but not for someone who, just wants to live. That was not the path that I needed to go down again. So, I didn't want to go that route. I tried Weight Watchers actually a few years ago, and believe it or not, I didn't lose 1 pound. Honestly, I didn't take anything away from Weight Watchers. And I mean, that's great. I know a lot of people have had success with Weight Watchers, but it just it did not work for me. So, 21 day fix, I looked it up, I did a lot of research, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to give it a try. Very skeptical. I didn't think I was going to lose any weight. So my initial goal was, okay, let's learn proper eating habits. Let's start there and let's see what we can get, in terms of energy, and proper nourishment, just as a starting point. My first round done, I absolutely learned portion control, but not only portion control, clean eating, and just, like think of the nutrition chart, how many carbohydrates should you eat, how many fruit, how many vegetable, how much protein, down to that basic. I relearned proper eating, and I was so happy with just that component itself. And then, sort of the cherry on top was I actually lost 7 pounds and about 10 inches around my waist and my hips. I was ecstatic because, again, that I was very skeptical and I didn't think that was going to happen. So, of course, I went on to a second round, third round, and so on and so on. And here I am on my sixth round, and I have lost 25 pounds. I haven't really lost too much more inchage off of the rest of my body, but I've noticed a substantial change in my muscle growth, and I think that's why some of the inchage hasn't changed, because initially it was all fat weight loss going away, and now I have a lot of muscle tone or muscle growth happening, which is why, of course, the inchage part wouldn't necessarily go down, but my weight going down 25 pounds, and it just seems to keep going down and down and down. So my goal weight loss is actually 30 pounds, and I've picked 30 pounds because it's not quite the 40 pounds that I had gained. But I don't necessarily, again, I achieved that initial weight of my fit story by living a very high standard lifestyle. And that's not necessarily where I want to go. I want to live. I want to be able to eat what I want to. I want to, you know, within reason, of course. I don't want to, have timed meals, which, eating certain components of certain things, certain times of the day, that's not where I want to go. I want to enjoy a Dairy Queen, once a month or once in a blue moon as a treat. I want to eat carbohydrates once in a while. And I do not want to be working out 2 hours a day. I don't have 2 hours a day anymore with a baby and work. So that's not going to happen. So I picked, that's why or how I came up with my 30 pounds. And not only that, it's bringing me to a healthy weight for my frame or my height and frame. And that's all I really need. I don't need to be skinny or thin or, I just want to be healthy and I want to feel good about myself. Again, it's that idea, leading by example. I want my daughter to look at me, see what I'm doing, see me taking care of myself, and then want to emulate that or reflect that in her own actions and take that on in her own life. So I'm going for a very healthy inside and out lifestyle. So I hope that illustrates to you, my Fit to Fat to Healthy background journey. It's been one heck of a ride, I gotta say. I haven't felt this good in years, and I am so grateful for the program, the people that I've met, my online family, my challenge group. I feel so blessed, all the people that I'm meeting and being able to share this journey with others, that's really important as well. It's a total transformation. It's the real deal. And yeah, so I do hope that my story is uplifting, inspiring, and maybe it'll encourage you to make that change. And no, maybe you're in the same boat that I was, thinking that, oh, it's just not going to happen. Maybe you're feeling that despair, that hopelessness. Please don't reach out, whether you reach out to a friend or even reach out to me. There is hope out there. Okay, so please stay tuned for more. I'll have more videos. I'm going to be reviewing the 4 components of the 21-day fix. That'll be a 4-part series coming up. And if you want to follow more of my journey, please follow me on Facebook at Healthy Teresa Z. And I'm also on Instagram at Healthy Teresa Z. Okay, thanks so much. Have a great night.